Aloha, this is a super quick screencast just to talk about branching. Well, not to really talk about branching because we've been talking plenty about branching so far in the class, but what we haven't been talking about is merging. And I apologize for that. I should have been kind of bringing that up a little earlier, particularly in the digits software system, because we've had a lot of branching and really no merging, and that has meant that there's just this kind of continuously branch upon branch upon branch, and at a certain point it gets very difficult to kind of figure out, well, which branch should I be branching off of? Typical way that you deal with that is you actually merge at a few points in order to kind of return the master to being the most up-to-date version of the system. So here I am if I go to my digits system and you click on this network link, what you'll get is a graph of the branches, and you can see that actually I merged back to master a couple days ago because I've stopped kind of figuring out where the heck I was supposed to be branching from in this system, and at that point I realized, geez, if I don't know where to go, if I don't know where I should be starting from, clearly you guys are going to have problems as well. And so what I want to recommend from now on is that after you finish a particular WOD, you may do it once, you may do it twice, you may do it 3 times, whatever the final time that you do the WOD, take that version of the system and merge it back into the master. And that way, when you start the next WOD, there'll be no ambiguity about what version of digits you should be starting with. You just start with the master branch, and you make a branch of the master, and then you go back to the master and make your second branch of the master when you're doing the WOD the second time, and then you take the third branch, you go back to the master, and you branch it the third time to make the third version of that specific WOD. And then maybe you feel like you've got it down, and your third version is really good. So at that point you say, I'm not going to do this one anymore. Once you've come to that conclusion, then merge it back into the master, so that you're ready. You've got the canonical version being held in the master that you built from. Okay, so how do you do that merging? It turns out that it's just kind of ridiculously easy. If you're using this app, you can do it at the command line. It's pretty darn simple too. But I'm just going to show you how you do it with the GUI, just because why not? What you do is you go to the branches section, and you can see I've done the digits WOD, and I did it once, and I'm done with it. I'm not going to do any more. I'm sorry, that should be called the login one. Let me rename login one. I'm going to publish that. Okay, so let's just see. Let's just for fun, let's go back to here and refresh this. Okay. Oh, it's going to change that digits one into login one. It's kind of interesting. Let's go back to okay. Anyway, I'm in login one, and what I want to do is I want to merge that. It doesn't really matter. I want to merge that back into master. So I'm gonna create this reveal this merge view by clicking on that merge view button. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to find my most recent branch, which is this one, and I'm going to put it into this box, and then I'm going to go try to find master, which is down here, and I'm going to put that in there, and this is indicating that I'm going to merge log1 into master, which is going to merge 2 commits, which is perfect. So I'm going to click the merge branch, and we're all done. Okay, and now probably what I want to do is switch to this branch, okay, because master now has the most recent version, and I'm going to sync. Okay, so that now the my local workspace state and the global workspace state are updated. So now we're both synced. I'm committing to master, which is where I want to be. And now if I refresh this page, what we're going to see is that I've now merged this digits one, which I renamed to login one, I'm merging it back into master. So now I know that master is the most up-to-date version when I start on my next version of the WOD. So I hope that helped you. Different GUIs are going to do it differently. You'll have to play around. But what I recommend is that before you start your next WOD, figure out what branch you want to work from and merge that back into master, and then check master to make sure that it's doing the right thing, and work from there. And I think over time you'll be happy that you did.